onye yiri ya, ọ dịghị onye yiri ya, ọ dịghị onye yiri Chineke nke eluigwe, ọ dịghị onye a ga-eji ma ya tụsọ bụ ya yiri ya Igbo. Onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oge mmụọ. Ihe anyị na-eme ihe mmụọ, onye anyị na-achụrụ aja bụ oge mmụọ. Eluigwe na-etokwa ya. Kpakpando nke igwe anyị na-esi na Chukwu dị mma, mmezi ọbara ọsọ njọ, bịanụ ka anyị nye ya ekele, anyị nye ya otito, ọ dị mma. Nwanne nwoke ọ dịrị obi m mma, ọ dị mma. Nwanne nwanyị ọ dịrị obi m mma, ọ dị mma. Amen. All right, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. How are you guys doing? I don't know if you heard that music. I played that music throughout, the two volumes. Played it out throughout January, February, and our team exploded and then I didn't play it all of March until 2 days ago, and our sign-ups kind of slowed. And then I was thinking, I was like, when I was doing all this praise and worship, our team was exploding. Now that I stopped, so I restarted again. Because we need all the help we can get. Because many times, not be just by our power, right? Many times, lower hand supposed they, to help us move faster. All right, guys. So good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If you don't have a pen and paper, please go and get one. Get a pen, get a paper, or a jotter, or something to write with, because tonight is going to be epic. Tonight is going to be epic. Sorry, I'm sweating a little bit today because the fan in my daughter's room, something happened. It's not working, so we are going to fix that tomorrow. And so I'm going to be removing all of these from time to time. Anyway, so please go get a pen and paper. I insist that you go get a pen and paper and write, because I don't have slides. I'm just going to pour out what I know about selling stuff to people, to human beings. I'm going to be pouring out what I know about psychology to you guys. But before we get started, we are going to start with our business presentation, guys. If you invited your prospects here today, they are going to hear a business presentation, and we're starting in less than 1 minute. And at the end of our business presentation, we are going to go into our team meeting, and by then our prospects, would have left. So thank you again, all of you, for being here today. I truly appreciate your time. truly appreciate you being here with me. So let us get started. So as usual, please let me know if my screen is moving. If it's not, I have to go into edit mode. So I am going to go to slideshow. So please let me know if it is moving so that I can start the business presentation. All right. So please let me know, guys. Is it moving? Is it moving? Is it moving? Did you see the slides change? Please let me know. I need to be sure before I get started. So let me see the responses. Is it moving? Let me see. Please let me know. Yes or no? Oh, sorry. I don't think I shared my screen. So let me share my screen. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you so much for reminding me. All right, so let's do this. So please let me know if you can see the slides move across the screen. Yeah. All right, guys. Okay, let me see the responses. The slides are not moving. Okay, all right. I will just go into edit mode. All right, guys. So good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on here today. Um, thank you so much. I truly appreciate every single one of you. So I'm going to be doing this presentation in edit mode of PowerPoint. So please bear with me because the fonts are going to be a little bit smaller than usual. So the name of our presentation or the title of our presentation, we call it the second income plan business opportunity presentation. It's done by yours truly, Ronald Zimora. And our plan is to help you go in the short time from 0 to 25 million in 6 to 12 months. That is our big promise. And why can we promise that? We can promise that because we know it is entirely possible to do that. We also know that we can do that. And the reason why we know we can do that is because we have a laid out plan that we activated 2 months ago when we got started. And that plan is working and paying off in spades. So the screen you're looking at right now is from the company that we are working with. It is a network marketing company, and the screenshots you're looking at are some of the withdrawals that I have made personally from my account in the last 30 days or so. And also in The last 60 days, exactly 60 days since we got started, I got promoted to the rank of manager, which is rank number 4 with this company. It is the fastest anybody has done it in the history of the company, and it is just one way that we are breaking ground with this business, and we are going to keep breaking grounds. This is a real company with real products. We don't do Ponzi schemes, we don't do money generators, we don't do money distributors, we don't do randomizers. This is a real company with a real product. And if you have done something like this before, here's my promise to you today. This one will work. And I totally understand if you don't believe it. I totally understand if you don't believe it. I am not trying to tell you that your opinion isn't valid. It is very, very valid. The network marketing industry has gotten a lot of bad rap over the years. It's gotten a lot of bad rap. There have been a lot of shenanigans in the industry. People are promised the world and they end up getting so little out of it. There have been people who have been duped, cheated, and their confidence battered. But I am telling you, and I'm making you a promise today that if you work with us, with this company and our team, Team Kairos, that this one is going to work. But I'm not asking you to believe me yet. I'm just saying, stick with me while I go through the composition plan so I can show you how we plan to do this. So this is me. You can see some pictures. This is me with my business partner, Tony Motosho. This is my brother-in-law. We were at the World Cup in Russia in 2018. This is I, my business partner again. The young man you see here, that probably looks like Messi to you. I mean, look at that picture very, very well, and tell me who you think that is. And this is us at the World War II Memorial. Right behind us, you can see a river, and that is the River Volga. The River Volga is the river that gave its name to the city of Volgograd. And Volgograd was where one of the most decisive battles of World War II was fought back in 1944. And over 2 million souls perished right where we're sitting on those plains beside those rivers. Over 2 million human beings. We saw all of their graves. All of their graves were there. They were marked with their names, with their date of birth. War is a terrible thing, guys. I saw most of those graves, the ages were like 19, 18, 21, 22, 20. Was just a sad thing. But it's incredible how this country has managed to preserve those memories, to the fallen, and not just to Russians who died there, but also to the Germans who invaded them on their own turf. They respected them by burying them honorably and also marking their names and their date of birth. Incredible stuff, right? I could tell you the story of the city of Volgograd for the next 1 hour. It was an incredible place, and I feel highly, highly blessed to have been able to have the means and the resources to be able to attend that World Cup and, in particular, visit that city. And while we were in Moscow, we met this very handsome young man, Messi. But I've got to be honest with you, this is not the real Messi. This is Messi's double. So this guy is Iranian. He's Iranian. He's from the country of Iran. And when you see Messi in adverts, a lot of adverts, right? All those Pepsi adverts that you see, a lot of times it is not really Messi there. Some of the scenes it is him, but a lot of the scenes in those adverts is actually not him. It's actually this guy. The guy looks 100% like Messi, And to make sure that he completes that look, he has the same tattoos that Messi has. Messi has a tattoo on his leg. This guy has that tattoo. This guy has a tattoo on his hand. This guy has like incredible stuff. The guy is paid a lot of money, to act as Messi's double, and in those ads and all. And this is again me and my business partner, my wife, some of our staff. We were in Dubai and we rented a private boat, to basically just cruise the cities. The reason why I'm telling you this, showing you these pictures and telling you these things is because I've been blessed to get to the point where I'm able to afford the some of these luxuries of life, and I have seen all sorts, all parts of life. I've been broke. You probably haven't been broker than I have been in my life. Trust me, right? Someday soon, you are going to get to hear my full life story. But trust me, there's I have found it hard to find someone who had it as bad as I did, at certain points in my time, and to be able to, rise up from those lowest points of my life and get to the point where I can afford these things is truly, truly a blessing that I do not take lightly. And that is the reason why I my one of my life interests and goals and pleasures is to share business opportunities with other people so that they can also rise, and get to enjoy this world that we come to only once. So network marketing companies, guys, these guys, they need help. In fact, they need your help, right? And like I told you earlier, if you have been in network marketing before and you failed, it is not your fault, right? These guys need help selling their products, you know, recruiting new distributors for their companies to who will also sell their products. But a lot of people who have gotten into the industry have not been able to fulfill their desires and their goals for why they joined. And if this is you, like I said earlier, it is not your fault. It is not your fault because I want you to take a look at these companies. You know, you see this company, this is just like a smattering of the network marketing companies that are in existence in the world right now. There are thousands of network marketing companies in existence, probably over 3,000 of them around the world. And I can confidently tell you that 99% of them will lie, cheat, and steal from you. Did you hear what I said? Let me repeat myself. 99% of them will lie, cheat, and steal from you. And how do I know this? I know this from experience. I know this because in 2015, I tried to bring in a company into Nigeria, and I spent around 10 million renting an office, building a team site, running, doing events. I signed up 204 people, and these guys eventually said they didn't want to launch in Nigeria anymore after they had given me assurances that they were going to be here. And they told me they were not going to come any longer. And I lost money. I lost big time, guys. Lost all of that money, you know, and I tried to salvage it, did a bit of what I could, but at the end of the day, I ended up refunding out of my pocket 204 people that I had brought into the company. Because the reason why I did that was I knew that maybe sometime in the future, because I was pissed off, but even while I was pissed off, I knew that in the future it was possible that I would probably do the network marketing thing again. And I didn't want to have the memory, or that, bad feeling from people that they gave me money, and that money or rather, they spent money with a company because I told them to do it, and that company ended up being a waste. So I refunded every single one of them, 204 people, out of my pocket. And then I paid my time and sat down, put down my head. I forgot all of the hurts, all of the anger, and I determined that I was going to figure out network marketing. And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you categorically that I have figured out network marketing. I know exactly what to do to hit the top ranks of any company that I join, especially the company that I'm going to be introducing to you today, right? I know exactly how to work it. And I want to assure you that if you join me on this journey, you are going to laugh last. So, guys, there are billions to be made in network marketing. Billions of whatever currency you can name. Billions to be made in network marketing, right? In It is expected that network marketing is going to gross over $67 billion in the US alone this year. And network marketing is expanding worldwide, guys. The worldwide figures for 2019, you know, the figures for 2020, I mean, you guys know what happened in 2020. Lot because of the corona and the lockdowns, a lot of business wasn't done in 2020. So the figures from 2019 worldwide for network marketing companies was $189 billion, guys. $189 billion. And I'm telling you, if you want some of that money to end up in your pocket or your bank account, you need to be very, very good at doing two things. Number one, you need to be very, very good at doing painstaking research. One of the biggest reasons why people do not make money in network marketing is because they do little to no research about the company that they're joining. So they join the wrong companies, they join the wrong compensation plans, and then they join the wrong people also, and then they get stuck. And the number two thing you need to know is you need to know how to use a calculator. This is the second reason why many people fail in network marketing. They don't know how to use the calculators. Because before you join any network marketing company, you need to be able to calculate exactly how the compensation plan pays out. How does it pay out? What extent does it pay out? What percentage of income versus bonuses does it pay out? How are you going to work it? If you want to reach the top of the company, what do you need to do? You need to be able to calculate and figure it out. Because if you don't do this, you will end up making next to zero, guys. You will end up making next to zero if you don't know how to do these two things. So, what you want is a company that has a simple, straightforward, and fair compensation plan, a company whose sign up process is determined via a collaborative system. Many companies have solo systems. What I mean by solo systems is that the people can join that company, bring you in, make money from you, and they can afford to abandon you, have you fail while they make money. And a lot of companies like that plan because that means that they don't get to pay a lot of the non-producers. So they end up paying just around 10 to 20% of the top guys who are the best producers in the company, while everybody else sees little to nothing. So you want a company that doesn't do that. You rather want a company whose sign-up process and ranking process is based on a collaborative system. Everybody has to work together for everybody to advance. And then Number three, you want a company that will guarantee you a speedy return of your investment. So the fee that you pay to join this company, you want to make sure that this company will guarantee that you at least get all of that money back in time. And ladies and gentlemen, we have found such a company that does these exact three things. And that company is called Emery. So the name Emery is gotten from the word Immer, which in German means eternity, and the I stands for international. So Emery is truly an international company. So in 2016, when it started, it opened up in China, Taiwan, and Hong Kong. In 2017, it went to Malaysia. In 2018, they opened in Ghana, the Philippines, and Brunei. In 2019, they opened in Nigeria, Egypt, and then in 2021, they opened up in Trinidad. They are opening up in Trinidad and Tobago this year, in the United Arab Emirates, in Kuwait, in Iraq, in Morocco, and in Saudi Arabia, with the goal of being available in at least 20 countries by the end of 2021. So why Emery? Why did we choose these guys? The reason why I chose them is number one, management. It is super important to know that the people who are running the MLM company that you are joining understand the network marketing industry. The network marketing industry is quite unlike other industries. Trust me, I sell billions of naira worth of products and services every year. You can go ask, you can Google my name, right? And I understand how important management is. If your company, the company you join is badly run, it doesn't matter how good the compensation plan is. It is going to fall flat on its face because the company is going to go bankrupt and fail. So management is key. And these three gentlemen are the co-founders of Emery. On the left side, Mr. Tan Kamfu, who is in charge of Asia and the Middle East. And in the middle is the CEO, Mr. Lao Chongguan. And then to the right of your screen is Mr. Yap Wayen, who is the VP of Africa region and the Middle East. And he also doubles as the VP of international business in the company. And then the number two reason why we chose them is the range of products that they have, the range of products that they are coming up with. So the number one product that the company has is a product called the Virgin. This is an absolutely amazing product. It's a product used by women for vaginal care. This product helps to treat bacterial vaginosis. If you know about bacterial vaginosis, you know it is the disease that causes smelly and foul smelling discharges, colored discharges from the female private part, itches, scratches, you know, bacterial vaginosis is bad because in many cases it leads even to infertility, causes blockage of the fallopian tubes, right? And this product is amazing. Again, you can Google it. Go to Facebook. Just go to Facebook and in the search bar, just type Virgin testimonials. You are going to see hundreds. I don't mean one. I don't mean five. I don't mean 10. I mean hundreds of people who have used this product. And many of them are not even members or distributors of Emery. You see them posting the pictures of them using this product talking about what this product has done for them. Some of the things that people have, women who have used this product say that the product has done, that it has helped them correct irregular menses. It has helped, some of them say that it has helped with their fibroid, to shrink their fibroids. Some of them have said that it has helped to ease acute period pain. One person said that it helped her clear her ovarian cysts. Amazing, amazing product. And no wonder it is the company's flagship product, because it has sold over 1 million units around the world. And then there's the Hardwell. The Hardwell is a product that is mostly made for heart health. So it helps with high blood pressure, but it also doubles as an immune booster. It helps with indigestion and anti-inflammation. And then there's the V-Tide. The V-Tide is an anti-aging supplement, helps with cell regeneration, but it also works with people who suffer from diabetes, because it helps to boost the production of insulin in the body. Another thing that it does is that it also helps sharpen the brain and the memory. So these three products are in Nigeria right now: the Virgin, the Adwell, and the V-Tide. And very soon to come is the Femtima and the Alihat. There's the sixth product, which is the Ofe. Also, these products are coming soon. The Femtima is an anti-aging supplement that is strictly for women, anti-aging for women, and it helps with hormonal balance. And hormonal balance is very, very important, especially for women who have, existed, who have gotten to the age of menopause, because it's an acutely horrible period for women of that age. And this product, the Femtima, absolutely does a wonderful job to help people in that situation. And then there's the Alihat, which is a product that is strictly for men. Women are advised not to take this product for obvious reasons. It helps with sexual performance, helps men to last longer when performing, when making love to their partners, and it helps to increase semen volume. So the products are important because you want to make sure that you are working with a company that has products that you can sell even without a compensation plan. You want to make sure that you're working with a company with products that you can sell even if the compensation plan is removed totally. And these company's products are top-notch products. But that's not just the only two reasons why we chose the company. The number three reason is age. And this is a critical factor while choosing to work with a network marketing company, guys. Age. And age has to do with timing and positioning. Timing and positioning, guys. Because when you join a company is critical. When you join a company is critical. Some people are joining companies that have gone past their millionaire making periods, for lack of a better term. They are joining companies that are already legacy companies, companies that are already saturated, but they don't know it. So I'm going to explain to you how age and in relation to timing and position is critical when you want to choose a company. So to start that, I want to tell you that the very first thing you want to do is you don't want to join a company when it is early, when it is most early. And you don't want to join a company when it is late, when it is old. When you join a company when a company is early, right? If you are unlucky, that company will not survive. If you are unlucky, that company will not survive. Because the truth, like I told you earlier, that there are thousands of network marketing companies, but many of them no longer make money for their distributors. They are now entrenched, they are now legacy companies, and some of them will never survive their first year or their first 2 years. So you want to make sure that you are joining a company that has stood the test of time. And from data that is available publicly, the best time to join a company, industrial mining company, is when that company is around 4 to 5 to 6 years old. And the reason is because, again, of timing and positioning. Now, look here, when a company starts, when it gets started newly, it is called the pioneering stage. This is the stage when the products are being created. They are getting their plans ready. They are launching. They are opened in the first country and they are expanding to different countries, guys. It is early days. If you join at this point and the company fails, you have wasted all your time. Now, if you are lucky and the company survives, you are going to benefit because you are among the early people. But the truth is that more companies fail than succeed. So when a company starts, it starts with what is called the pioneer stage. So this pioneer stage, the products are being created, distributors are being harnessed, being recruited, the early stage distributors, the first believers, and then the company goes to what is called the concentration stage. At the concentration stage, the product is now recognized. The company's products are now recognized and accepted, and growth is exploding. Growth is now beginning to explode. Then from the concentration stage, it now goes into what I call the takeoff stage. The takeoff stage is now growth has started exploding, and the company is now getting known more and more and more. And guys, the concentration stage, from the concentration stage to the end of this takeoff stage, is the period where most of the millionaires are made in network marketing. You want to make sure that you are joining a company when the company is in between the takeoff stage, the beginning of the takeoff stage, the beginning of the concentration stage, and the end of the takeoff stage. Because after this takeoff stage, it now enters the stability stage. Now growth is still moving up a bit, but it is now slower. It is now slower, guys. It is now slower. It's now getting slower, right? If you join at the stability stage, you need to be a hot shot marketing person to make it in a network marketing company. If you are not, you are not going to make it. And then it gets into the breakthrough stage. So the breakthrough stage is where the company is now fully known. The company no longer needs you, the distributor, to make his products known. The products are now on everybody's lips. Everybody knows it. The products are now in the regular markets, in regular pharmacies, right? And that's where you find companies like Forever Living Products, companies like Edmark, companies like GNLD, companies like Organogold, companies like Trevo, like Tien's, that's Tianxi, like Amway, Herbal Nutrition, Herbal Life Nutrition, QNet. These are legacy MLM companies. All the monies have already been made. The companies don't even need distributors anymore, but they will take them if they get them. But you're never going to make any money if you join these companies at this stage, unless you just want to retail product. But then again, it's also an uphill climb because now the company is now directly distributing products to the market via pharmacies and the open markets. So where is Emery now, guys? This is where we are, guys. You see where the diamond is at the concentration stage. Emery is 5 years plus in age, and Emery is only 2 years old in Nigeria, guys. 5 years worldwide, 5 years plus worldwide, almost six, and 2 years in Nigeria. We are at the concentration stage now, guys. And now the company is now becoming well known. The company is now taking off. So we are in the best period, the best point in time based on timing and positioning of in the market of a network marketing company, the periods when most of the millionaires are made in any network marketing company. That is where Emery is. And it is a great thing that we found this company in this stage at this time. It was such an opportune moment, and that is why we call our Team Kairos. Kairos is Greek for the opportune moment. But beyond all of this, what we love about Emery is the high paying compensation plan. The high paying compensation plan. Emery pays a lot of money, and I'm going to show you exactly how Emery pays a lot of money in a short while. But here's what you need to know before I show you how much you can make from Emery. In Emery, there's no leg balancing. No leg balancing. There's no leg to balance. In Emery, there's no flushing of points. Nobody's going to flush your points because you didn't use it before the end of the week. There is no compulsory authorship. No compulsory authorship. The company allows you to either authorship or not authorship. It's up to you. There is no compulsory authorship, guys, in Emery. In Emery, there is no front loading you with products for you to start hawking around. In Emery, there's no rank maintenance or demotion. Many companies will tell you you have to maintain a rank or you will get demoted. Doesn't happen in Emery. So let's talk about money because I'm sure many of you here for the first time are here about the money. So Emery pays in 12 ways. 12 ways. And way number one is the retail discount. This is a discount that you get on repurchases. When you join Emery for the first time, and there are two packages to join with. You can join with the associate package or with the pre-associate package, which is the first and the second ranks. The first rank is pre-associate, the second rank is associate. You can join from any of these ranks when you want to enter Emery. And each of these ranks has a fee to join with. So after you have gotten the products that you get for that fee, for that registration fee, when you buy more products, either for your personal use or you buy more products so that you can sell and make profit from selling those products. When you now buy more products, Emery is going to give you a further discount of 30%. And this discount kicks in when you are on the second rank, that is the associate rank. The second way Emery pays you is the sponsor bonus. The sponsor bonus is a bonus that you get when you refer people to Emery. So somebody, if this is your first time here watching this, somebody asks you to come. When you join our team in Emery, that person is going to get 5% of the fee that you join with. 5% of that fee that you join with. And when you get other people to join, and ladies and gentlemen, trust me, I will explain to you how you can get other people to join. A lot of good things, I'm still going to announce them here. When you join, get other people to also join, you will be paid 5% of their joining fee. And when those people get other people to join, you will also be paid 5%. So the sponsor bonus works on two levels. You get paid 5% on your direct referrals, the people who join directly under you, and then you get paid another 5% when those people under you now get people to join under them. And you can get as many persons as you like to join under you in Emery. There's no restricting you to two or to three, as many of them as possible that you want. And the requirements to earn this bonus, ladies and gentlemen, is for you to just be an existing Emery member. When somebody joins on the associate rank, you will earn 14,796 naira as your sponsor bonus. And when somebody joins on the pre-associate rank, you will earn 2,960 naira as a sponsor bonus. And then number three is the team bonus. So the team bonus is activated from the associate rank. You don't get paid a team bonus on pre-associate. You have to be on the associate board to get a team bonus. That's requirement number one. Requirement number two for getting paid a team bonus is that you will have introduced somebody who is also on the associate rank. You will have introduced someone who is also on the associate rank. So once you have one direct referral on the associate rank, you will get paid a team bonus for everybody who enters your board, because the Emery first four ranks works using a board system. So when somebody enters your board, whether you are the person who brought in that person or not, you are going to, as long as you yourself have already brought in your one person, you will earn 1,800 naira every time somebody enters your board. And that is paid 8 times, because every board has 8 spaces to fill. 8 spaces to fill. So you will be paid 1,800 naira times 8, which will amount to 14,480 naira. Right? But here's the beautiful thing that Emery now does. Emery now says, we want to make sure that you recoup all the money that you join Emery with. And to make that happen, we are going to pay you that 14,400 20 times. So when they pay it 20 times, you will have been paid 288,000 naira. Now, when you add the sponsor bonus for that one person that you brought into Emery to this amount of money, you will see that you will have gotten a total of over 300,000 naira at this by this point, which means that even if you joined at associates on the associate rank, you will have gotten every single kobo of your money back plus change. But let's say you introduce people, every time somebody enters your board, guys, you will earn 3,600 times 8, and Emery will pay you that amount of money 20 times again for a total of 576,000 naira. And if you are the elite of your board, and I'm going to explain what the elite is very shortly, when somebody enters the board where you are the elite is basically the head of the board. When somebody enters the board, you will earn 11,520 naira. But Emery, and that is times 8, right? 11,520 naira times 8. But you get paid that just once. The reason why you are paid that just once is because you get something much better, because once your board gets filled up, you get promoted to the next rank where now you can earn times 10 what you earned on the previous board. So you go from the associate board to the executive board, and on the executive board, even if none of your directs has joined you on the executive board, every time somebody enters your board, whether other people brought them, whether it's you, doesn't matter. Once somebody enters your board, you get paid 5,670 naira times 8. Times 8. Every time the boards get filled, you will have been paid 5,670 naira 8 different times. And Emery will pay this 10 more times. You'll pay 10 more times for a total of 453,600 naira. But if one of your directs has joined you as an executive, Emery will now start paying you 11,520 naira times 8, and then they'll pay it 10 times again, which means you will have gotten a total of 921,600 naira. If you have two or more of your direct referrals who are also on the executive board. You see how I say that Emery pays you, make sure that everything works with a collaborative system. Your people have to meet you on a board for you to advance to a new board. So you can't just bring in people and abandon them. It doesn't happen in Emery. So if you have two or more of your directs who have joined you on the executive board, you now will be paid 17,280 naira times 8 times 10 for a total of 1,382,400 naira. And if you are the elite, again, the elite is the head of the board, you will be paid every time somebody enters your board 115,920 naira. 115,920 naira. But again, because you're the elite, you are paid this money times 8 and just once. So 115,920 naira times 8 times 1 for a total of 1,159,200 plus a promotion to the manager rank. Because on the manager rank, you will now earn again times 10 what you earned on the executive rank. So on the manager rank, when somebody enters your board, whether you brought them or not, you will earn 57,960 naira times 8 times 10 for a total of 4,636,800 naira. If one of your directs joins you as a manager, you will earn 115,920 times 8 times 10 for a total of 9,273,600. If two or more of your directs also become managers, right, you will now earn 173,880 naira times 8 times 10. But if you are the elite manager, if you are the elite manager, as the elite manager, you will earn every time somebody enters your board 1,159,200 naira times 8. And this is paid once plus a promotion to the next rank, which is the rank of director. So you will have, as the elite, you will earn a total team bonus of 11,592,000, 11 million, that's 11,592,000 naira. And then there's the elite bonus. The moment you become an elite, and how do you become an elite? Become an elite by having the highest number of your personals, your direct referrals, also who are also on the same board with you. That promotes you to elite status. So because anybody who is elite is the person who is going to get promoted to the next rank next. So if once you become an elite on the pre-associate board, you don't get paid an elite bonus. On the associate board, the moment you become an elite, you will get paid 57,960 naira. And when you are on the executive board and you become an elite executive, you will get paid an elite bonus of 579,600 naira. You see, that's times 10 what you were paid earlier. And when you get promoted to manager and you become an elite manager, you get an elite bonus of times 10 what you were paid on executive. So you get an elite bonus of 5,796,000 naira. And then there's the promotion bonus. Every time you get promoted through the boards, remember that I said that Emery has 4 boards: the pre-associate board, the associate board, the executive board, and the manager board. Those are the first 4 ranks, and those first 4 ranks operate a board system, which I'm going to show you how it works very shortly. But the moment you are promoted from one rank to another, you get paid a promotion bonus. So on the pre-associate rank, once you get promoted from pre-associate to associate, you will get a promotion bonus of 11,837 naira. On the associate board, when you're promoted from associate to executive, you will get paid a promotion bonus of 57,960. On the executive board, when you get promoted from executive to manager, you will get a promotion bonus of 579,600 naira. And when you're promoted from manager to the next rank after manager, which is the director rank, you will get paid a promotion bonus, another promotion bonus of 5,796,000 naira. So let me show you guys how the board works in 3 easy steps. So when you join, you are going to get on a board. Remember that I said the first 4 ranks work using a board system, and this is how the boards look like. So when you join, you get on a board where everybody is working together. You see, it's a collaborative system because everybody is working together to bring in people to their boards so that they can become elites. So this is Bamidele, Chioma, David, Ene, Funke, and Godwin, that the people who are the original members of this board. So Bamidele now brings in 4 people, and those 4 people are Hadiza, you yourself, you, Jumoke, and Kweku, right? Those are the 4 people that Bamidele brought in. Then Ene here also wants to become elite, so Ene brings in Larry. So you have now been brought in by Bamidele, so you now want to become elite, because remember, the elite gets promoted, and once you get promoted to the next rank, you earn times 10 on that new rank. So you want to also become elite. So what do? You bring in Mensa, Nonso, and Omolara. So what that means is that Bamidele has brought in 4 people, Ene has brought in 1 person, and you have brought in the last 3, right? So what will now happen is that the 2 people with the highest number of referrals or recruits or qualifications, the 2 people with the highest number of referrals on that board will become the 2 new elites of 2 brand new boards. So what will happen is that immediately Omolera enters here and fills this board, Adamu, who is the elite of this board, will get promoted to the next rank automatically, and this board will split into 2 new boards. And the 2 people with the highest referrals on this old board will become the elites of the 2 new boards. So Bamidele will become elite of board 1 because he has 4. You will become elite of board 2 because you have 3. And then the remaining members will now be split equally across the 2 new boards. So now you will have your own board, and the people who joined you on your own board are Ene, David, Godwin, Jumoke, Mensa, and Omolara. And now everybody on this new board will now start working together again so that they also can become elites and get promoted, and they will now start filling your board. The moment your board is full, you will get promoted to the next rank. You see how it works? So how many people do you need to guarantee that you will become and secure your elite position? You need a minimum of 3. And guys, we have a system for helping you get these 3 people. So this is the progression and how much you get paid. And these are minimum amounts, because these amounts don't include sponsor bonus. They also don't include repurchase bonus, right? So on the pre-associate board, the minimum you will earn is 11,837 minimum. You can earn more than that, but minimum you earn is 11,837 naira, and plus a promotion to associate. On the associate board, the minimum you will earn is 231,480 naira plus a promotion to executive. And on the executive, the minimum you will earn is 2,318,400 naira plus a promotion to manager. And the manager, the minimum you will earn is 23,184,000 plus a promotion to executive, which means that by the time you are leaving the manager board, you will have earned a minimum amount of 25,745,717 naira. 25,745,717 naira. And here, guys, is the point where we want to get a lot of our people to. If I'm able to teach you and coach you and help you get to this point, I believe I will have done my good deed before God and man, right? But we're not stopping at manager. Who wants to stop at manager? Because after manager, the boards no longer exist, even though you can choose to retire at this point, right? Even though you can choose to retire at this point. But the boards no longer exist, guys. And we want to keep going because there's a lot more money to be made, a lot more money to be made. We want to reach the top, which is diamond. So here's more money. So you also get a leadership bonus, guys. A leadership bonus. So whenever your directs come up to the rank where you are, you get paid a leadership bonus. And it activates from the executive rank. So as an executive, when your direct referrals also become executives, you will get paid a bonus of 57,916 naira. When you become a manager and they also become a manager, you will get paid a bonus of 579,600. That's times 10 what you were paid on executive. And when you leave the manager board and you become a director, and they also do the same thing, they also become a director. When they also become a director, right, guys, you will get paid a leadership bonus of 5,796,000 naira. But wait, that's not all. There's also the repeat sales bonus. So the repeat sales bonus is the bonus that you get paid when people in your downline, people under you, your direct referrals and their own direct referrals and their own direct referrals and those people's own direct referrals, 10 levels deep with compression. What that means is that even if you have your downlines who are up to 20 levels deep, they'll make sure that they pay you for 10 levels, even if those 10 levels of purchases, even if the 10th level is maybe level 15, right? They will still pay you. So they'll pay you 5% of the total value of all the repurchases of your downlines. And then number 8, you get a travel bonus. The moment you become an elite manager, you qualify for a tour worth $1,120. Your first tour, you get paid an all expenses paid trip, an all expenses paid trip with Emery. The moment you become an elite manager, when you become a one-star director, you get another trip, a second trip, all expenses paid again, worth $2,080. And then from then on, you will now start accumulating points for you from your director development bonus and your sim rank bonus. It will be accumulated for you so that you can, once it is enough to take more trips, you can just cash it in and take more trips in the future. So you're not restricted to just those 2 trips. You can get as many trips as you want as you keep moving up the ranks. And then number 9, there's the car bonus. The moment you leave the manager board and you become a director, Emery will give you 5,796,000 for your first car. You get 5,796,000 naira for your first car. And this car, you must buy it. You have to buy it. I've asked them, I told them, I have 2 cars. I have a third even, right? That I gave away. But I don't need more cars. But they said, well, you have to buy this car because the company wants to make sure that you buy it, right? Because it shows people that you are doing well with the company, and it will actually help you sign up more people because people like to see results. So the company insists that you buy this first car. So they'll give you 5,796,000 naira to buy a car. But the money doesn't go direct to you. You will find a dealer, a car dealer, and you send them the car dealer's details. You go to the car dealer, choose the car that you want from the car dealer's lot. If it is more than this amount of money here, you can add more money because by the time you hit director, you will have earned over 25 million. So you can take some money from there, add more money to buy the exact kind of car that you want, right? The car dealer will now deliver it to the Emery office and it will be presented to you with fanfare. And the moment you become three-star director, guys, when you become three-star director, you will earn another car bonus, a second car bonus, right? You earn a second car bonus, and that second car bonus is worth 11,592,000 naira. 11,592,000 naira. And for this second car, you can decide not to buy it if you don't want to buy it. You can decide not to buy it. All you just need to do is to just, you know, just just use the money and do whatever it is you want. And there are people who have won these cars. In Ghana, you can see them on the screen. This is the first Nigerian to do it, Dr. John Mokoro, and he did it in 10 months. And there's Miss Patience Mad Lion, who did it in 13 months, and Mrs. Eunice Akalegbere, who did it in 20 months. And you can see that the fastest anybody has done it in Africa is 9 months. So this is the record we want to beat in our team, guys, because I've hit manager in 2 months, and the next rank is director, where we will qualify for this car. And the good thing is that two of our team members, Itomi and Nnamdi, are also going to become managers. If they don't become managers this week, before the end of the month, they are going to become managers latest by the end of the first week of April, right? So we are going to have 3 managers by the first week of April latest, guys. We're going to have 3 managers from our team, which means that potentially there is going to be 3 members of our team who are going to be getting these cars, who are going to beat this record. So what it means is that we're probably going to beat this record in about, say, 4 months, 3 to 4 months. Okay? So there are more people. You can see Mrs. Glory Kukang, and this is Mr. Frederick Mensa when he was presented with his car. And then there's the Director Development bonus, and then more bonuses. There's the same rank bonus. And then there's the ultimate bonus, which is a house in Malaysia. You get a penthouse fully furnished in Malaysia. This building you're looking at is the company's building. This is where you get your penthouse, guys. You get a penthouse here, fully furnished in the capital city of Malaysia, the outskirts of the capital city, guys. So this is your leadership. This is the progression. You can start either at pre-associate or associate, and then you go to executive. From executive, you go to manager. From manager, you go to director. From director to 1-star director, then to 2-star director, then to 3-star director. And then from 3-star director, you go to Sapphire Ambassador. Then from Sapphire Ambassador, you go to Emerald Ambassador. And from Emerald Ambassador, you go to Diamond, which is the highest. So just 11 ranks, 11 short ranks. This is the shortest rank progression I've seen in any network marketing company. And guys, I looked at over 100. Trust me, I looked at over 100. in the last 1 year. All right. So in Emery, you never lose. In Emery, guys, you never lose. You never lose, guys, because as long as you have one direct referral, as long as you have one direct referral, you are going to get every kobo of the money you invested back. All right. So there are two ways you can make money with in network marketing. You can sell the company's products, you can make millions doing this, or you can introduce the company to other people who also want to make money so that they join. You can make tens of millions doing this. So, what if I told you that you can do either of these two things without having to talk to anyone? What if I told you that everything you need to become a success with this company has already been created and will be handed over to you free of charge? No extra kobo charge you. And what if I told you that you are going to get continuous coaching and support until you at least hit the director rank, at which point you will have earned over 25 million naira, right? Would you put doubt aside and try it? So, how do we plan to do this? We plan to do this using our marketing system that we have created called the Kairos marketing system. In the Kairos marketing system, you get adverts that you can run to get people to join. You get product sales funnel templates for selling the products. We give you adverts for selling the product. We create the sales pages for you. You just put in your payment details, host it on a website, and people click and buy. We give you social media posts for every platform, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, that you can post, and have people join. We also give you execution guides and cheat sheets. We give you execution guides and cheat sheets that you can use. We give you a replicated team membership page. We give you weekly team training. We give you 24-hour team member support. We grant you access to our exclusive Facebook, Telegram, and WhatsApp communities. The Facebook group is already active. We're waiting for the government to resume the sales of SIM cards so that we can open our Telegram and WhatsApp communities. So, what are your other options? What else are you going to do? Because the truth is that there are other options, but will they give you all of these benefits? Will they give you all of these benefits that we are giving? We invite you to join us, and we are going to take care of you. You can talk to the person who invited you, and he can confirm this 100%. That is the reason why they even invited you. If we were not doing it, they wouldn't have asked you to watch this. So join our family, join our unique team, because we are just 2 months old and we're already breaking grounds. And I know that by the time we hit 6 months and 1 year, we'll have done amazing things with this company. Don't be left behind. Don't come back to this presentation 6 months later and wish you had started 6 months earlier. So there are two ways to join. You can join as pre-associate with 59,200, or you can join as associate with 295,930 naira. What is the difference between the two? The difference is that if you join as associate, you skip the pre-associate rank. You skip one rank and you start on rank 2. That is what I did. That's what majority of our team members did. So talk to the person who invited you to watch this and talk to them, or you can reach me directly and we are going to take care of you. This is our team is a unique one, and we are going to do amazing things. And I want you to be part of it. Thank you for listening. God bless you. If you have any questions, this is the time to ask. All right, guys, any questions? Let me know. Let me know. Any questions? If you are convinced 100%, please just reach out to the person who invited you and they will tell you exactly how to register. You can register by making payments into the account that you see on the screen. It is the company's account. It is not mine. Doesn't belong to any of the team members. It is the company's account directly. Make that payment and reach out to the person who invited you, and we will have you registered ASAP. All right. If you are coming directly, you can reach out to me also. If you have any questions that you need clarity on before you register, also reach out to me or also talk to the person who invited you to watch. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. And now we are going to get into our team training. Are you guys ready for our team training today? So um, we're going to be really quick with that one. So let me know, guys. Are you ready for our team training? Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, 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 yes. So get your pen, get your your notepad. If you don't have them, please get them. Get it because this is going to be an amazing, amazing session of the team training. All right, absolutely. So thank you so much, everybody, for going through the business opportunity presentation. The reason why it is important that you guys hear this over and over again is that you become familiar, more and more familiar with the compensation plan, and you can explain it to anybody, even off the top of your head. So what we are going to do now shortly is I'm going to get into the team training. We're going to go over that for maybe another 30, 40 minutes, give or take. But I want you to know that latest 10 o'clock, 10 p.m., we should be done here today. So get a pen. I insist that you get a pen and paper. I insist that you get a pen and paper. It is important that you do so because this is going to be an amazing session. You will finally understand what you need to do to close people, to reach people, right? You will finally learn what you need to do to prospect, to recruit, and to close. When we had our team training the other day, Darlington, I think, was who said that that he doesn't have problems with the lead generation part, and the presentation side, but he struggles with the closing. And I'm going to be showing you guys a really, really neat way to not just prospect, but to recruit, and most importantly, to close. Guys. Because here's one thing that you need to know about network marketing, right? Network marketing is not like it is not like a lot of industries. A lot of people, especially people from sales backgrounds, the best thing that I did, you know, and again I made this same mistake when I joined network marketing in 2015, and it didn't work out for me. I made this mistake because I assumed that because I was already selling billions of naira worth of products at the time, I believe that it was going. I mean, I should be able to do this thing now. What is this? Like, I should be able to do it. Is it not just sales, right? But along the line, I started understanding that yes, it is sales, but it is a different kind of sales. You know why? Because the product in network marketing, the real product in network marketing, guys, is people. People don't join companies, people join people. Have you heard that before? Let me get a yes or no. If you're familiar with network marketing, have you heard that statement before? People join people. Don't people don't join companies, they join people. And it is absolutely correct. It is absolutely correct. See, a lot of you are in Team Kairos because I told you to join it. I know that I'm personally responsible for at least one third of the people who joined. Hi baby, come. Come, let me introduce you to my friends. Come. Go. People join people, right? Okay, let me quickly answer this question. Come, let me introduce you to my friends. Come, baby. Yeah. You don't want them to see. Okay, fine. So people join people, right? So I just see a question from Rotimi Ayo who said, what is the maximum unit of product someone can order in a month? There's no maximum and there's no minimum. You order anything you want to order every month, right? Anytime you want. In fact, it's not even compulsory that you order the products because the company takes 10% of your earnings and reserves it for you to use to order products so that you don't have to take out money out of your pocket to order products whenever you want to reorder, right? So you would already have in your account money for you to reorder products anytime you want. So you should be able to use that and reorder more products, right? So back to what I was saying, people join people. The real product in network marketing is people, and that is why I'm taking a lot of and it's not pain for me. So I don't want to call it pain, right? That's why I'm spending a lot of time with you guys, training you, supporting you, motivating you, keeping you excited, because I know that is going to be the basis of our team's progress and survival, especially with the compensation plan of the company that we're working with that is based on a collaborative system, right? That is based on a collaborative system. Okay. So I love doing it. Trust me. I mean, it's right up my alley. I've been selling since 2003. So it's like second nature to me to sell, right? And I love the subject of sales and marketing, and that is why I enjoy doing this for you guys. But here's what I want you to understand. Now it's time to start writing. Whenever you get into any venture, especially if you're new to business or you're still struggling and you're trying to find your fit, you have to understand that there are 6 states, mental states, that you have to go through. The number one is lack. That's where a lot of people start from. They don't have money. So they are just lacking. And you know, they're lacking. Ah man, I don't have it. That's the state the very, very poorest of our society are in. In that state, you don't think that your situation is going to change, and you're just there. But then at some point, something is probably going to happen in your life, and it's different for everybody, guys. Something is going to happen for in your life, and you're going to get to the point where you're like, geez, maybe you meet someone, maybe you see some rich person, and you're like, I can do this. I can do this. I know God created me His own image and likeness, and I can get to that point. I can be like this person. I can achieve this. So you enter the state of desperation because now you are desperate to get out of lack, right? And then desperation will now lead you to start seeking out answers. Don't spoil these things. Desperation will now lead you to start seeking out answers. Where is this? Sorry, guys, I'm in my daughter's room, and because this is her room, she's acting, she's commandeering everything. Stop, babe. Okay? Stop. So, um, so you're in the state of desperation, and now you're seeking out answers. You're looking for answers. You're beginning to learn stuff. You're beginning to look for stuff. You're beginning to look for answers. You're trying to figure out how to get out of this lack, this situation of lack. Because we've seen other people who have been able to achieve things. Come back here, come back here. You've seen people who are able to achieve things. You're distracting me, I will lock you outside. You have seen people who are able to achieve things, and you believe that you can also do the same thing, which is true, you can. So now you're looking for answers. And that places you in the mediocrity stage because the mediocrity stage is the stage where you are not taking all of this information and things that you're learning and you're not trying to apply it, right? Many of you who are still struggling with signing up people, closing people are in the mediocrity stage. And please understand that these stages and states are not permanent stages. Number one, they are not bad stages. They are just natural states that people go through. So it is called the mediocrity stage because now you're implementing things. Things are beginning to, maybe you send up one person, or maybe it's the second person, or maybe the third person. But it's still early days. You see, the better you get, the better results you have, right? And when you now get better and better, you now enter the comfortable stage. So the comfortable stage is where you now know that okay, I understand this thing now. Your results are now steady and moving up at a good pace. At this stage now, you are no longer desperate. You are no longer mediocre. You know things, right? You signed up a number of people. For example, if it's network marketing and you're not comfortable, you're earning commissions, team bonuses, all of that, it's coming in. But now you want more. And when you want more, you now have to get beyond being comfortable and force yourself into the growth stage or state. And that stage comes with a whole new level of learning, a whole new level of learning, a whole new level of figuring out things. You now have to grow. You grow. And growth is painful, guys, but it is profitable. So when I tell you go do things, implement this and do that, like I'm going to share with you tonight, you should do that, even though it is painful, even though it is uncomfortable for you, do it because it will help you grow. Because when you do it, you master it. And when you become a master, it leads you to the last stage, which is the stage of success. The stage where you close your eyes and you know that no matter what happens, nothing is ever going to make you lack ever again in your life. I'm at that stage in my life now. I know that there is nothing, and I say it with 100% conviction. 100%. And sometimes I'm cash strapped. Understand? I'm a business person. Sometimes, we invest all of our money into a business deal, and temporarily we're out of cash. But that is temporal. We're out of cash, right? I know that I will never be poor in my life again. Never. And I'm not saying it because I'm proud. I'm not saying it because I'm haughty. No. I know it because it is true. I know it because I've finally gotten to that stage where where I'm harnessing every gift that God has given me and placed inside of my head, inside of my brain, my intellect. I'm now harnessing it. And I know that because God put it there and He created me in His own image and likeness, His image and likeness. You guys don't know how powerful that phrase is. And it doesn't matter whether you're Christian or Muslim, it is in your Quran. How do I know that? I have a Quran that I read. It's in English. And I read it from time to time. And I know what is in there. So if I tell you things, I know what I'm telling you. It is also in the Quran, phrased differently, but He created you in His own image and likeness. And what does that mean? That you were created in God's image and likeness. Forgive me if I'm sounding like a pastor today. What it means is that you are God. Trust me. That means you can do things. Remember the part of the Bible where it said, if you had only but faith as small as a mustard seed, you can tell to that mountain, move, and the mountain will obey. You, the human. All right, let's leave church talk, right? But I'm telling you, I know I'm at that stage in my life where I know I will never be poor because I know I have the gifts. I've gotten to that point where I can harness the gifts and the treasures inside of me to make things happen. All right. So these are the 6 stages. Now, the next thing I need you guys to understand is that in this company, in Team Kairos, in Emery, you determine your own success, not your company. You determine your own success, not your company, not your upline, not your team leader. You will determine your own success. My upline joins our trainings. The guy that signed up in Emery will joins our trainings. He is an executive now, right? He was an associate. I joined as associate. I got to as executive before he eventually made it into executive, right? But he's not on any of our boards, so I've not spoken to him in a while. But I know he joins our trainings. He joins us, but I've not spoken to him in a while, right? And he's a great guy. He's a great guy. But when I joined Emery, I did not sit down and wait for him to make things happen for me. I took charge and I said, I'm going to build a team and I'm going to coach that team. Now, that does I'm not saying you should go build your own team. And by all means, please do if you can do it. If you can't yet, I encourage you to do it. That is the essence of network marketing. The essence of network marketing is to train people and grow leaders. I don't want you to be Ronald's followers forever. It doesn't make sense for you or for me. Trust me. The essence of everything that I'm doing for you is to grow you and equip you with the skills that you can go and set up something like Team Kairos on your own and blow it up. And if you want me to keep supporting you while you do that, by all means, 100% I will. 100%. Remember, we build people and people build the business. Dale Calvert said that. Dale Calvert is one of the legends of network marketing. He has made millions and millions and millions of dollars in network marketing, working with a company called New Age International. New Age International is actually in Nigeria even. I just recently discovered. And he did this in the 1980s, guys, over 30 years ago. And then he retired for a long time. And then he started other businesses. And then because he loved the network marketing industry, and according to him, he hated what it was becoming, how sharks were infesting it and duping people and lying and stealing and cheating. So he decided to start teaching everything that he had learned that got him to the point where he was able to make millions of dollars in network marketing, even when there was no internet. So he started teaching that. And last year, he came back into network marketing again as a distributor again, just to prove that he can do it again. And he joined a company called APL Go. APL Go is not in Nigeria, but they launched in the US last year. So he led the launch team in the US. And guess what? They started in April. last year, and now their team is the biggest team in all of APL Go worldwide, and they did it between August and this March. Do you understand what that means, guys? Do you understand what that means? August, so that's September, October, November, December, January, February, March. In 7 months, right? They became the number one team in the entire company. This is a company that has been around for 9 years. This is its ninth year. They started, and in 7 months, they became the biggest team. They generated the highest amount of revenue in the company. And that is where we are going with this team. That is where we are going with Team Kairos. That's where we're heading. We're only 2 months old, 2 months and 2 weeks old. That's what we are. 2 months and 2 weeks old. That is what we are. As of today, we're 2 months and 2 weeks old. We are going to be that. We're going to be the biggest team in Emery. We're going to qualify for bonuses the fastest in Emery. We're going to make the most money in Emery. Count on it 100%. Let me get a yes or a no if you believe that. Let me get a yes or a no if you believe that. And if you don't believe it yet, it's fine. Everybody comes to their own belief in time, at their own time. All right? Maybe you don't believe it now. Maybe when you see some of what we have done, or what we have done in the coming months, in another 2 months, maybe then you will believe it. So please understand there is no wrong or right answer. I'm not asking you to respond because I want you to say yes. No, absolutely. 100% we will do it. 100% we will do it. We have a roadmap to $1 million in this company in 3 years. I want to be able to do it in lesser time, but I want to be able to give me some allowance to. I have a roadmap, and we are following that roadmap. And anybody who plugs into what we're doing is going to get to that point. All right? Anybody who plugs into what we're doing is going to get to that point. So you determine your own success. When I teach you things and I tell you to do things, please do it. You're not doing it for me. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your children. You're doing it for your wife. You're doing it for your parents. You're doing it for your generations. You're doing it for your legacy. You're not just doing it. You're not doing it for Ronald. You're not doing it for Itobi. You're not doing it for Mary Ann. You're not doing it for Michael Manoa or for Osley or for Ogbe Fashola or for Darlington or for Chigozun Jogo. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for yourself. Don't forget that. And there are two parts to making money in network marketing, which you guys already know. You can sell the products or you can sell the opportunity. If you want to make life-changing income in network marketing, you have to sell the opportunity far more than you sell the product. The product is there so that it is not a Ponzi scheme. Understand it. But the real product is people. People. Showing people that this is a pathway for them to realize their life's loftiest dreams. Because what we're doing with Team Kairos is to change the network marketing game in Nigeria and to show people that one person with belief is majority, but a group of people with belief are individually a majority, and combined they are a force of nature that nothing will stand in its way. Absolutely nothing will stand in its way. But for you to be able to do this, you have to understand why you are getting into network marketing. Why did you choose to do this? All right. So we're going to get a little bit emotional now, guys. Why did you choose to do this? What is the reason why you chose to do this? What's a team call? Every time I do a team call, I talk about your why. What is your why? Your why has to be compelling. It has to light a fire in your heart. It has to force you out of bed each morning and have you go to work. My why in Emery is many whys. I want to build something, a stream of income that will pay my generations for many, many years to come, even if I'm not available anymore. I want it to be one of the streams of income that pays my family, my lineage. I also want to use it to help people solve their financial problems and make life-changing income. You guys, you guys are part of my why I do it. What is your why? I want you to take that pen and paper that you have in your hand and write it down. Don't just say, my why is to get out of debt. Yeah, get out of debt is fine, but it's not strong enough. You want it to be compelling enough. You not want it to be strong enough that every day you are freaking thinking about this thing. So your why shouldn't, if you want your why to be strong enough, it shouldn't be just about you alone. You have family, you have friends, you have your society, you have causes that you believe in. If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I believe in the Igbo cause to a fault. I've been called bigot a lot of times because of the way I champion my tribe and where I come from many, many times. But of course, if you know me, you know I'm not a bigot, right? you know, it's just the zeal that which I champion stuff about where my tribe, the tribe that I come from. The zeal is overwhelming, and some people can't contain it. They don't get it. Some people outrightly hate it. So, what causes do you have? What things do you want to contribute to? Please write it down. Please, guys, write it down. I want you to write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper and put it in your wallet. Look at it every day. You may think it is hocus pocus talk. It is rah 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 motivational talk. Trust me, I don't like motivational speakers. You don't dislike them as much as I dislike them, especially the ones who have not done anything in their life but sell motivation. But trust me, there are fundamental truths in life that are unchangeable, and this is one of them. Please write down your why. Write it down now. Make it vivid. I'll give you the next 5 minutes to do that. Or let's say the next 5 minutes, write it down. Make it compelling. Does it light a fire? Does it move you? Does it bring you near to tears? Razak talked about watching the video The Power of a Dream by Dale Calvert and how he cried every single time he watched it. He watched it 5 times. I'm sure he hit a chord in his heart. I watched it once, I couldn't watch it twice. To be honest. When he said he watched it 5 times, I was like, damn, this guy is strong. I couldn't watch that thing more than once. And it hit me. And he gave me this new goal because I saw that my goal of just hitting diamond and retiring and handing over the reins to you guys was too low. It was too low. So I set a new goal that day. I said, we are going to do $1 million in this company, and we're going to do it with much more than a lot of you, much more than myself. So write down your why. Please write it down. Remember, you're not writing it for me, you're not writing it for Ronald, you're doing it for yourself. What is your why? And if you feel compelled to share it with me, please share it with me. Share with me tonight, tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have a lot of time tomorrow. Share it with me, and we are going to talk one on one. I'm going to talk with you one on one. I will talk with you, and we'll go over your whys. So please write it down and share with me if you feel compelled to do so. Pepe Fortune says, for myself and my mother. That is beautiful. I'm big on mothers. I love my mother. I and my mother were like friends. You wouldn't know that she was my mother. You would think she was my sister. We were close. And when she died, it left a big vacuum in me. You guys saw a little bit of my daughter when she came into the video earlier. When I had her, before I had her, I said, God, when I get married, I want my first child to be a daughter. And if it's a daughter, I'm going to give her my mother's name, right? And hi baby. And when my wife was pregnant with her, when my wife was pregnant with her, right? We didn't check for the sex of the baby. We just really didn't care, right? I just said, let's see what happens. Let's see whether God hears prayers, right? And when she was giving birth to, I was there, and it was a girl. And I looked up to heaven and I was like, damn God, right? And I gave her my mother's name. So she bears all of my mother's names. Yeah. How are you? So I do this not just for myself, but I do it for her also. I do it for my family, right? So, all right. So Jim Rohn says that the reason people don't have more success in their life is not because of lack of talent, but lack of reasons. You must want more to have more. You must want more for you to have more. So let's get down into the nitty gritty, guys. So keep writing. Number one, prospecting. That is the first step if you want to sign up people and bring them into network marketing and into Team Kairos specifically and Emery. Prospecting. You need to understand the target markets, the people who buy network marketing opportunities. Who are the people who buy network marketing? Because it makes sense that if you want to fish, then you go where there is fish. Igbo people have a saying, right? Igbo people have a saying that says that onye chi iri awọ ya rie awọ mara abụba ka ọ ga-eme akpọ ya ori awọ ọza. So let me explain for those of you who don't hear Igbo, let me explain what that means. So Igbo people say that when you want to eat a toad, you know toads are bad. Toads are you can't even eat them, they will make your mouth swell and all of that. But let's say that you want to eat a toad, right? Right? If you're going to eat a toad anyway, you had better eat a fat toad, a big one, so that when people call you toad eater, you will be proud and say, yes, I'm a toad eater. So my point is, if you are going to do anything, that the literal meaning is that if you're going to do anything at all, if you're going to do anything, then you had better do it well. You had better do it well. All right? If you're going to do anything, better do it well. So if you're going to prospect and sign up people, the most important people to target first and people who are already in network marketing, network marketers. Why are they the best people to prospect? They're the best people to prospect because they already understand network marketing, but they are looking for a better company, a better compensation plan. Many of them don't like the compensation plan where they are in. Many of them were brought in with false promises where they are. They're looking for something better. And they already have influence. Already, some of them have already built some maybe small teams. They already have people that they can bring in if they join you. So people in network marketing are the best set of people to bring into network marketing. The next best are people who are looking to join a network marketing opportunity. People who have said they have studied it, they've not done it before, but they have studied it, like I did in 2015 when I hadn't done it before. And I said, I don't want anybody to tell me anything. I'm going to study this industry by myself and choose a company. people who are looking to join a network marketing opportunity as the second best, and then people who are looking for a business opportunity. So these are the three best group of people to prospect for network marketing. And let me tell you, even if you can't find people who are already in network marketing, even if you can't find people who are looking to join a network marketing opportunity, you can find people who are looking for a business opportunity to join. You know many of them. Many of them are your friends. Many of them are you live in your locality. Many of them are your work colleagues. And I'm going to show you today how to talk to them and get them to look at your opportunity. So that is prospecting. Number two, step number two is recruiting, right? Understand something, guys, and this is a mind shift that you have to understand. How many of you, for example, did all of you who joined, especially those of you who joined because of me, how many of you did I beg to join? Did I beg any of you to join? I just said, this is what we're doing, this is the plan, this is the compensation plan, this is how we plan to do it. Join us and make us and let us work this thing together. If you join us and you make us work it together, it is going to pay off in spades for you. I never begged anybody to join. You have to understand that network marketing is not is a kind of is sales, but this kind of its own kind of sales is different. It is not about convincing, it is about qualifying people and sorting. Qualifying and sorting. Qualifying and sorting. Recruiting is not about convincing people. You don't need to convince people to join you. You don't need to convince people to join you. Remember this. Remember this. Remember this. Your time is the most valuable asset that you have. Your time is the most valuable asset that you have in this business, in any business, but more especially in network marketing. Your time is the most valuable asset that you have. A person, whether they're a prospect or not, they are not worth your time until 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 they have shown an interest in what you are offering. Let me repeat that again. Your time is your most valuable asset. It is the most valuable asset that you have, and a person is not worth your time until they have shown interest in what you are offering. Anybody who does not fit into the category of an ideal prospect, right? Anybody who does not fit into the category of an ideal prospect is not worth prospecting. If they don't fit, if they are not a network marketer, if they are not if they are not looking for a network marketing opportunity, or they are not looking for a business opportunity, don't waste your time with them. Don't spend time with them. Don't try to convince them. This is not a convincing business. It is not. It is a qualification and sorting business. Qualification and sorting. Because if you try to convince people, I mean, think about all the people that you were insistent on trying to convince to join. Think about it, that didn't join, right? When you try to convince people, it makes them, it gives you your business a second-rate image, and then it makes a really really awful first impression on your prospect. Don't try to convince, because I'm going to show you shortly what you should do, right? So please don't focus on convincing people. It is very important that you clearly define your target niche and your prospect list, and you have to work your systems around. And that's why we're building our team side. You have to make sure that your team side brings people to you, because the person who finds you who first is important. The person who finds who first is important. You have to make sure that you are going to people who are looking for something. If you go out and chase people, who are not looking, they will view you as a nuisance. But when they're looking and they find you, they view you as an expert. All right? I mean, think about it. Do doctors go out and chase people to come to their hospital? No. Patients go and find them. That's why people view doctors as experts. Network marketing is a love business. It is not karate. It is not fight. It is not gidigbo. It is a love business. So, do you really want to sponsor people by begging them until they join? Or do you want to sponsor them because there is a good chance that the timing in their life is right, right? And they are frustrated and they are looking for something, and they're looking for something, and then they see opportunity as the vehicle that they have been looking for. Because when you beg people to join, think about it. If you have signed up somebody who has not done anything at all, that you basically kind of forced or convinced to join, if you beg people to sign up, you will still have to beg them to do anything with the opportunity and promote it. And trust me, you don't have time for that. So what does that mean? What it means is that you now have to build a system around your recruiting, your prospecting, and your recruiting. And that's why we built the first version of the team site, and we're building the second version of the team site, which is even going to be far better than the first one. Right? Because the first thing that we do is that we have two stages that we want people to go to. We have found the target market, right? So, for example, people on Twitter or people on Facebook, people on Instagram are looking for business opportunities to do this year. So, what we do first is that we use curiosity. Curiosity, all right? We're going to use curiosity to get them interested because they're looking, but they're not going to just join anything. So, we want to draw them in with curiosity. So, I have prepared a script or is an ad that you can use. You can post it on your Facebook wall or you can post it on your Instagram, right? If you're posting it on Instagram, on Instagram, if you're posting for free, you can put a link. So you have to switch some of the things that you say. I'm going to explain how you do that now. I'm going to share my screen shortly so that you see what I mean, right? And you post this, and trust me, if you use what I'm going to give you now, this stuff that I'm going to post now, if you use it, you're going to get a lot of people coming to you to ask you and say, how far? What's up? Share it on your Twitter as a thread. Share it on your WhatsApp status. Share it on your IG. Post it on your Facebook feeds. All right. So let me share that. Let me share that, guys, and show you what I mean. Okay. All right. So you can run this as an ad even. So this will lead to our new funnel, our new prospecting funnel for Team Kairos. This is what is going to be on the new side for business opportunities, for those that you can use to run and target people looking for business opportunities. This is what you can use, right? So it says, dear friend, what you are about to read is a brand new report called the Kairos Method, and the author needs no introduction. When I first read this free report, I was rendered speechless. I shared with you out of sheer admiration, love, and fellowship. This man who wrote it, Ronald Nzimora, has clearly tapped into something most others can't see. And the fact that he is personally involved with this opportunity and on life course decoding his mysteries to me, well, I am beyond words. To read the report, all you need to do is to go to the link below and get a copy by filling the small form there. It's free. Then you put your Team Kairos link here. PS, as you get one, two, 3 pages into this report, you may consider printing out the entire report. Print it if your heart tells you to. What you're about to learn is worthy of your serious attention, and I dare say it will blow your mind as it did mine. Then you put your Team Kairos link again, your link to the funnel. You put it there again. So some of you are asking for it to be clearer. Let me see. Can you see it a little bit more now? Is it bigger now? Should I increase the font size? Let me see. Let me increase the font size. Um, can you see it a bit clearer now? So this is one of our social media posts that you can use, right? So instead of waiting until we have, oh, it's not okay. Don't worry. I will post it. I will share it in the team, in the team group on Facebook. I'll share it in our group on Facebook. Don't worry. All right. I'm just using it to teach you for now. You can, if you're on a phone, you can't say it. That's the truth. If you're watching this on the phone, you cannot say it. If you're on a laptop, you probably can say it. But I'll post it in the Facebook group. Okay? Superb. Right? So there are different ways you can use this post, right? You can run ads using social media influencers. I asked if a friend of mine, a student of mine, Jide, who is very, very good with Instagram, and I'm bringing him to teach you guys how to advertise on Instagram, how to build followership on Instagram, how to promote on Instagram, even for free. We're going to bring him, right? I just want to make sure I have a lineup of people before we start, confirm dates, right? So he's going to come. So, but he's helping me compile a list of social media influencers that accept us that from his own understanding can create some conversion. So you can use social media influencers, or you can use online classified ads. There are online classified ads sites that you can use and post this ad. You can copy this and send it as an email to everybody in your email address book. You can use it as Facebook ads. You can use that as a Google advert. You can post it in Facebook groups. Do you think if you post this on a Facebook group that somebody is going to ban you? No, right? It will pass through like a ship in the night, right? You can use it for Instagram ads. You can use it as a solo ad. You can use that in live webinars. You can use, these are different ways you can use to reach out to people, not just using this post. You can use Facebook groups, online classified ads, Facebook ads to tell people about Tim Kairos and Emery. You can use live webinar. You can use YouTube. You can use radio. We talked about radio on Wednesday, and I shared with you how our plan for using radio. And thank you to every single one of you who has already sent me the contact details and prices for radio. We're going to start rolling out in April. Thank you so much. You can use funded proposals and you can use newspaper advertising. You see, all of these things I mentioned, we are going to teach you how to do every single one of them. Every single one of them. Right? Now, when people have seen, right, they've seen this ad or any of your other posts that you make, right? When they have seen it and they have signed up for the free reports, right? When they have seen it and they have signed up for the free report, what you now do is that you now lead them to step two, because this is step one. Curiosity is step one. Step one is to use these posts and these ads to get them to sign up. And many of you have been getting sign-ups because I see it on the team site on the back end. In total, you guys have generated like 600 sign-ups in total since 2 weeks ago, right? In the last 2 weeks. But I don't know how many of them you have called. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're going somewhere, guys. Right? So, so we're going to teach you how to do every single one of these things. So people have signed up. People have signed up. So you go to your backend. If they used our online, if you used the link to prospect and they signed up through the link and they download, and let me show you the page that they are coming to when they click on that link. Now, this is the page that they are coming to. Chrome tab. Let's see now. Let's say entire screen. Can you guys see the screen? So this is the page that they are coming to. Can you see it? This is the page that they are coming to. Can you guys see? You can see the book, right? So this is the page that you're coming to. Brand new book reveals my big new income stream plan for making a ton of money for myself and my followers in 2021. Here's what is inside the reports. My big money plan for 2021. It might piss you off when you hear it, but it can make you no less than 25 million naira this year. Why I'm choosing this money plan as this year as my focus, as well as my other businesses, and why you should too. The lies people tell when they present you with a business opportunity and how to recognize them in less than 1 minute. Why understanding the maths is the single most important thing you must do if you want to succeed in any business opportunity. Inside an exclusive invitation to view my 2021 big money plan and much more. Download your copy. So when you click here to download it, it will take you to the page where they now fill and sign up to move to the next step. And the next step is here where they will now download the book. We'll change this to click the book cover below to download your copy. So they click here or they click here to download the book, right? You see that we have removed the video. Absolutely, we have removed the video, and it is tactical. It is tactical because the reason and the way that we want this thing to work now is we want it to work in your favor, right? Because I realized a lot of things that we're doing incorrectly, so we're changing all of that now. We're changing all of that now, right? So they read the report first, right? They read that report first. They read the report first. And what that does is, right, when they read the report, they will have a lot of questions, a lot. So they may want to start asking you questions, but here's what you tell them. So you say, and please write this down. I appreciate you reading the free report, right? So if they're your one-on-one, so one-on-one, they didn't sign up on the link. Maybe it's your office colleague that you spoke to, or maybe your cousin or a friend or somebody an acquaintance, and you tell them, look, there's this thing that I'm involved with, right? But I'm going to send you a report that better explains it. Read that report and let me know what you think, right? So if they read it and they are blown away, like they should be, they're going to be like, oh boy, I read that, how far now, right? Or if they don't get back to you, you can go back to them, right, and say, I appreciate you reading the report. Are you open for more information? If they say yes, that they are open for more information, you say, that's great. What are you doing on Monday nights? That's great. What are you doing on Monday night? So let's say they say, I'm free on Monday night. You say, okay, I'm going to send you a link. Our company and our team are doing a corporate overview. I would like you to watch that. As soon as it is over, I want you to give me a call. Let me repeat this because the terminology, guys, is different. It is important. The terminology is important. Using the right words is important. Do not tell them, I want you to get on a webinar on Monday night. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them a webinar because the moment you say a webinar, right, they're going to start thinking it should be too long and their head will start coming up with excuses. They'll be like, I have fellowship on Monday. My data ran out on Monday night. You know, I don't know if I will resubscribe by that Monday. Maybe I'll do it the next day, which will help me miss it. Um, and by the way, don't sign up anybody who can subscribe for their data, please. Right? Um, whatever excuse it is, right? Whatever the excuse is, right? Don't tell them it is a webinar. Tell them that your company is doing a corporate overview because that's basically what the presentation is, a corporate overview. So you say, okay, I'm going to send you a link. Please, let me repeat the dialogue again, right? I appreciate you reading the free report, or you can log in to your dashboard. When you log into your dashboard and you click on your referrals and you see everybody who has signed up under you, their names and phone numbers are there. You start calling them one by one. Hi, did you read? Thank you so much. My name is so and so. You signed up for the Kairos report, the Kairos method report. And you say, yeah, I read that by Ronald Moore. Yeah, I read that. Okay. Did you read it? Did you finish reading it? If they say they have not finished reading it, don't say anything again. Tell them, you know what? I would love for you, please finish reading that stuff. There's a reason why you need to finish reading it. Reading it. Finish reading it. I'm going to call you back in 2 days. Don't say anything again. If they say yes, that they have finished reading it, you tell them, great, I appreciate you reading it. Are you open for more information? Would you like to learn more? Because at the end of this new book now, we have a link where they can now go and watch the video. But I'm coming to that. So you tell them, did you finish reading the free report? Right? Because again, we have two versions of the report. We have the report that you send to people that you talk to one-on-one, right? We have the report that you send to people that you talk to one-on-one. It doesn't have the link to the video. Then we have the report that people will download when they use your team link. That one we send them to the video because the day that they are downloading the team link, that day may not be a presentation day, so they need to watch the video. But if you're talking to people one-on-one, even if you're talking to them on a Tuesday, you can ask them, what are you doing next week Monday night, right? And they will say, oh, I'm free on Monday. Okay, I'm going to send you a link. Our company and our team are doing a corporate overview. I would like you to watch it. And as soon as it is over, I want you to give me a call. All right. I'm also thinking I'm going to discuss that with some of our team leaders, Etomi, and a number of other guys, Nick, Ike, Osley, a couple of you guys. We're going to discuss it. I'm thinking of moving the team call from Monday to Thursday. I mean, the business opportunity presentation from Monday to Thursday, because I'm now thinking that maybe Monday is not such a good day to put it because, I mean, Monday is sluggish for a lot of people. It's the first day of the week. People have finished enjoying and now they're back at work. They're kind of pissed off and all of that. So we'll probably move that to Thursday, right? So I'm going to send you a link. Our company and team are doing a corporate overview. I would like you to watch that. As soon as it is over, I want you to give me a call. And all you need to do is just chill, and these people are going to call you. Right? So when they call you, right, they are going to be like, when you tell them that, they may start trying to ask you questions. Tell them, I know you have questions, but please, hold all your questions. They will be answered for you on Monday night. And as soon as that team company overview is over, I want you to give me a call. All right. So again, like I said, the terminology is important, guys. Don't tell them I want you to get on a webinar. Don't say that. Don't say that. Okay. So when they watch the team call or they click through to the link at the end of the free reports and they watch the video, you want to make sure that they hear the whole story. And the whole story is the company, is our presentation. That is the whole story. Don't answer any questions. Don't try to convince anybody to join. Trust me, guys, this plan works. It is what I studied that I did. None of you joined without watching that same video. And you know how long our first launch video was? 2 hours. The only time you should attempt to enroll somebody into Team Kairos and Emery is after they have heard the entire story. And the entire story in our case is our live presentations, our business opportunity presentation, or our video of that same business opportunity presentation. Never try to close someone until they have heard the entire story, right? At any point in time, at any time, if you attempt to enroll somebody who has not heard the entire story, you are doing it incorrectly. You are limiting drastically your own success at this business. And I know many of you have said, oh, but Ronald, the video is too long. People won't watch it. Yes, I agree. I told you guys in the last class that we're going back to the long video. Yes, I agree, the video is long. The wrong prospects will not watch it. Did you not watch the videos? I mean, think about it. You watched the videos, didn't you? Despite how long it was. The reason why you watched it and you joined is because you were the right prospect. The wrong prospects will not watch it or they may not even watch it at all. But the right prospects will watch the videos several times. Right? Let me tell you guys about Nnamdi Oliko. And you guys will be hearing from him soon. He's a powerful, powerful trainer. So he's a member of our team. He's the first person in our team in the East, I think, if I'm not mistaken, right? But in early March, and in 2 weeks he signed his downline had 38 people, and all of them were associates. 38 associates. 38 in 2 weeks, and he is now a lead executive about to enter manager. He and Etomi are going to join me on manager latest first week of April. You know how many times Nnamdi told me he watched that video? He said he watched it more than 10 times. That launch video that was 2 hours plus, he watched it more than 10 times. That means that he spent over 20 hours watching it. More than 10 times. And he called me because by as of that time, the last time I spoke to him was years ago. Years ago. The last time I spoke to him was because he was in my team that first time that we tried to launch in 2015. So I hadn't spoken to him since then. I hadn't spoken to him since that time. I'd lost touch with him. So he said he found me on Twitter and he started following me silently. And he wasn't available for the launch on the 11th of January. So he got the replay and he watched it 10 times. And he called me and said, Ronald, I've watched this thing over and over because I wanted to understand it. I want to join. And he joined, and in 2 weeks, he brought in 38 people in his team. 2 weeks. And he became elite executive in 2 weeks. That guy is going to beat my record. You see how I'm manager now? I believe that Nnamdi is very likely going to become director before I do. It's very likely. And if it happens, I'm happy. If it happens, I will love it. Trust me. Because my desire is for you guys to do it better than I do it. for you to be equipped and learn it so well that you do it better than I do it. So when people say, "Oh, the video is long," it is BS. It is bullshit. You know why I know? These people watch 3-hour movies that they even pay money to watch. They spend hours traveling cross country. They spend days reading their favorite books and magazines. Days. They spend hours on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, even Clubhouse. It is a fallacy to think that if you make a video shorter, then they will watch it. That is not true. And I will tell you why with a real example. Our launch video was 2 hours. When we started getting this excuse, I made a 40-minute version of the video. And then many people in our team started telling me, "Oh, Ronald, the 40-minute video is, can't we make it shorter?" Then we made a 24-minute version of the video. And each time that we make this video shorter, the persuasive elements that sell the company have to be a lot of them have to be removed, right? The persuasive element that will convince people and assure them that this is the right thing to do, we have to remove a lot of them just to make it shorter. And then we made a 24-minute version. And then I got loads of requests again from many of you for an even shorter version, shorter than 24 minutes. Camille, I don't know if Camille is here. Camille was one of those, and I'm not mentioning him to. I'm not mentioning him to to say that that it was a bad thing. He believed that if it was shorter, then people will watch it easily. But it's not true. It's not true, right? He asked me for a shorter video, and I was like, for God's sake, how on earth do I even make a 24-minute video shorter than it already is? And I noticed that when we started doing those shorter videos, our sign-up rates dropped. Did you guys notice it? When we had a longer video, it was easy for people to join. The right prospects will watch the video, no matter how long it is. So here's my response to all those requests going forward. We will have just one video per target market, and each of those videos will be at least 1 hour 30 minutes. Those who will watch it. They are the right prospects. The wrong prospects will not watch it. And if any of your prospects will not take 1 hour 30 minutes of their time to watch something that will potentially change their life, right, then they are the wrong people, and I don't want them in our team. All right? Remember, if you cajole them to sign up, if you make it easy, everything easy, short, easy, tell them no, nothing is going, you are not going to do anything. If you make it easy, they will do nothing when they join. And all you will ever earn from them is a sign-up bonus and nothing else. That is not network marketing, guys. So note, everything is about interest. When people are interested in something, they will go all out. If they don't watch it or they want to watch it and hear the whole story, then they're not interested and they are not the right prospect. And you should never pitch them. Make sure that the only people you are pitching and enrolling are people who have heard the entire story. They have read the reports and they have watched the video. Understand that posture is important. Tonality, how you talk, is important. The more people who hear the whole story, the more signups you will get. Trust me. I told you guys about we are getting like 5% conversions, and Anne confirmed it. A number of you also confirmed it. Anne said she spoke to 200 people and got 10 of them to sign up. That's 5%. What you want to do is to make sure that the 200 people that you're talking to are the right prospects, guys. And we will do it. We are getting to the point where we will do it. So closing. So as soon as these guys have watched the videos and they contact you, so they will say something like, "Oh yeah, so I just got off the webinar," right? And you say, "Awesome! I was glad that you are able to. I just got off the training or the webinar, whatever it is they say. Awesome! I'm glad that you were on. So, Obina, what questions do I need to answer for you before we get you started tonight or today, depending on the time?" Obina, You mentioned their name. I'm using Obinna here because Okorochi Obinna is the last person who has commented. So I'm using his name as an example. Obinna, what questions do I need to answer for you before we get you started, before we sign you up tonight? You see what that question does? That question already assumes that they will sign up. Obinna, what questions do I need to answer for you before we get you started tonight, before we sign you up tonight? These guys, this is the key question. This is your key, this is the closing question that you need. Let me repeat it again. Obinna or Gerald, whatever their name is, what questions do we need to ask for you before we get you started and enroll you tonight? And then you hear something like, the way I understand it is a board system. For example, if that's what you say, it requires that I do this and this and this, but I don't understand these parts. And then they will tell you the part they don't understand. Now, if you are new and you understand the composition plan, well, you can go ahead and answer. If you don't understand it well, don't try to force it. So, because if you force it and you get it wrong, you alienate them and they will not sign up. If you don't understand it well, all you simply need to do is you say, you know what, I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm going to check and let you know, right? And if you have access to your upline, maybe you have Anne's number or Etomi's number, right? Or Osley's number or Nick Ike's number or any of these guys in our team, right? All you just say, I'm not certain about on that, but I will check on it and I will let you know. So if you have their number, all you just do is to get them on a three-way call, and you can do it immediately. If it is the day of the live call, for example, because I'm available, for example, today, right? If it's a business presentation day, I'm still available for another 3 hours after the call ended. So I can take a very quick three-way call. So you can get them on a three-way call immediately because they are still hot. They just finished watching this thing now. So they are still hot. The desire is still at the upper levels. So you can quickly get on the three-way call and you say, hey, hi Ronald or hi to me, right? This is mention the person's name, and he signed up to via our team site to what the business opportunity presentation. So he has just finished watching the corporate webinar. And he has a question that I'm not sure about, right? And there and then we can answer the question immediately. We can answer the question, right? If they went through the team sales funnel and watched the pre-recorded video, and then they called you and you ask them that question, and they now say this, what you can do, because you can't respond, what you can do is that you can tell them, I'm going to check, and I'll call my upline and I'll schedule a three-way call so that he can better explain it to you. And then you call and schedule a three-way call. Do not send someone's number to your upline and ask your upline to call that person. Don't do it. It is rude, and even worse, it shows bad posture, right? You are supposed to show good posture with your prospects, right? If you just take your prospect's number and gives it to somebody, what you're telling your prospect is that you are going to abandon him and push him to somebody else if he signs up under you. I mean, think about it. Good posture is that you are supposed to initiate the call with your prospect, right? And then add your upline to it as a three-way call. So tell them that you are going to set up a three-way call and ask them when the best time is to call them. And then you call the upline, me or anybody in our team, or send us a message and say, oh, I want us to have a three-way call with so person. What time is best for you? He says that this time is best for him, right? And then we schedule that call for that time. And then when that time reaches, you initiate the call to the prospect first, and then you add the upline as the third person because you have to edify the upline. The person that you are calling, your prospect has to see this person that you're adding to the call as up there. Otherwise, they will not respect them or believe them enough to listen to them. Because if you send somebody's number and say, call this person, you are not defining the person. Because what you're doing now is that you're making your upline chase them. Remember, this is not a business. You don't chase. If you chase, you are trying to convince, you are trying to force people, you are trying to, it's like begging. And we don't beg here. We don't. You either get it or you don't get it. But 4 months down the line, 6 months down the line, you are going to see it and wish that you had said yes earlier. So if regular calls are expensive, use WhatsApp. The only people I'm going to make an exception for this are those in Dubai. Calls are expensive on regular calls, and they can't use WhatsApp because the government throttles the speed of WhatsApp in Dubai. It's very, very hard to use WhatsApp in Dubai. The government throttles the speed. So they're the only people I'm making an exception for. Every other person, if you don't can do regular calls because it's expensive, use WhatsApp. All right. So remember, the right question again is, what questions do we need to answer for you before we can get you signed up tonight? Your job is qualifying and sorting, guys. Like I've said before, your time is the most valuable asset that you have. And the last thing you want to do when you are building your downline is to enroll somebody that you are constantly going to try to keep motivated and keep them excited. You don't want a bunch of babies that you have to burp all the time and diaper them all the time. You don't want that. I'm sorry to say, some of you on this call are exactly like that. Some of you like the idea of hanging out with me on this course more than you like hanging out with beautiful women offline, right? But remember, this is not a social club. Yeah, I love that you love me. I love that you love hanging out with me. But remember, this is business. And you, unless you treat it like one and you take responsibility and you take charge, you will not make any decent money in Emery or any other company you join after this one. Trust me. Trust me. So let's assume that the question is like, maybe the question they ask you is, what is the background of the owners of this company? Who owns this company? Right? And that's why we have that inside the presentation, right? Whatever question they ask you is, see, this is what you reply. So you tell them, I'll answer that. But if we get that question answered for you, Obina, to where you feel comfortable with our owner and their background, would there be any more questions that you would need answered before we get you signed up tonight? And then you shut up. You don't say anything again. The problem why many of you can't sign up people is that you talk too much. You try to oversell this thing. Don't oversell it. You just shut up and say nothing else until they speak again. And then maybe they will come up with another question. And then they will, and whatever question they come up with, you say, okay, Obinna, if we could get that question answered for you to your satisfaction, would you feel comfortable? Would there be any more questions that we will need to get answered for you before we can get you signed up tonight? Right? What you're trying to do here, guys, is that you're trying to isolate the real objection. You're trying to get the real objection because normally the objections that they give you is not the real issue. All those questions are not the real issue. So you tell them, I've heard your question, and if we answer it satisfactorily to your satisfaction, is there any other question that we will need to get answered for you before we can get you signed up tonight? Right? So we want to uncover the real thing. So what happens is that they will not be forced to tell you the real thing. So many of them will now say, I would love to start at the associate level of 295,930 instead of the pre-associate of 59,200. I will be able to do 59,200 tonight, but I won't be able to do 295,930 until month end, which means that I won't be able to start tonight because I want to start at the 295,930 naira level. They will now tell you the real thing. So when they now tell you the written, you can now answer properly or get your upline to answer. The point is that you want to isolate what the main objection is, if you can. Never answer a question until you have isolated the main objection. So again, the question you should be asking them with every question you ask, asking them is, what questions do we need to answer for you before we can get you started tonight? What questions do we need to answer for you before we can get you signed up tonight? Now, some of them will say, Ronald, look, I've watched it. I know you sent this to me, and I watched it because we've been colleagues and I've known you for a long time, but I'm not interested. I can't sell. I don't have time. They will not start giving you all these objections. Blah 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 blah. I don't have time. I can't sell. This is a sales job. And all of that. Where do you think those quick objections are coming from? It is because they have likely tried network marketing before and failed woefully at it, and they felt pain, and they don't want to go through that sort of pain again. Now, you can now, what many of you, I'm sure many of you are doing when you hear this exact objection is, you not try to start convincing them. Abi, you not try to start convincing them. You not try to start convincing them, and you start telling them how your company is different, how Team Kairos is different, how it is the best and all of that. Don't bother. They have heard about Team Kairos in the presentation. We have a new presentation coming out that is even better than this one that I delivered today. So they will hear all of that. Don't chase them. Don't try to convince. Don't chase. Remember, you don't chase. So what do? You tell them, hey, Obina, no problem, man, no problem. 2 words, no problem, no problem. But before I go, let me ask you a question. And you have to sound really nonchalant, like you don't care whether they join or not. And you have to believe that you don't care whether they join or not. You must really believe it. So you ask them, if you were going to do this business, assuming you will do it, who would be the first person you will talk to join? Who is the most entrepreneurial minded person that you know? And then they will tell you, when you ask this question, you keep quiet again. You keep quiet and you don't say anything. But you have your pen in your hand and paper. So they will say something like, well, I can't think of anyone. You say, come on, Obinna, come on. I know someone popped up into your mind. Who was it? The most entrepreneurial minded person that you know. Who is this person? Right? And then they will mention someone. And you ask them, so what's their name? Now you start writing. And they will tell you their name. You ask them, is she a friend? Or is he or she a friend or an in-law or what? And then they will tell you, all right. And they're like, can I find them on Facebook or Instagram or even Twitter? What's their handle? Help me out here. Right? Why are you asking for this first? Because it is setting the stage. If they give you this, they will give you the next thing that you are going to ask for. Right? It's easy for people to give you somebody's Facebook handle, Facebook ID or Facebook or Instagram handle or Twitter handle. It's easy because they know that person can say no to you. But you want them to start to give it to you because once they give it to you in their head, they have already made that commitment to you. And then you now say, all right, I would like to call them. Would you be so kind to give me their phone number so I can call them and give them this opportunity instead? I want you to persist until you get that name and their contact details from that person. Get the name and the phone number and permission to call them. Because, see, guys, that person is probably much better and will be a much better member of Team Kairos than the person that you are currently talking to. Right? Remember, it is never about who they are, it is about who they know. Because everybody knows somebody who has an entrepreneurial mind, somebody who is motivated and at a little higher level than everybody else around them. So remember, the question is, would you rather convince a chicken to sign up or get the name of an eagle? Right? So make sure you get a name. Get a name, guys. Make sure you get a name. Right? Because because here's what's going to happen. You will now call that person and tell them, so person gave me your number because he said that you are the best person to talk to about this. He said, you edified them. He said, he said, that you're a business-minded person, you are very, very entrepreneurial and very, very, analytical at business, and you understand it, and I know that you're going to really kill this business opportunity. Do you Are you interested? Would you want to hear more about it? They will say yes. I will tell them, okay, I'm going to send you a link. There's a report you need. I want you to go and read. Right? Read that report and call me back. So you do the same thing that you did for the former person. The same thing. So they go, they sign up, or you send them the report, and they read it. And after reading it, they call you with questions. And what you now do is you tell them, hold your questions, don't worry about it. I'm going to answer the questions will be answered in a video that I'm going to I'm going to send to you. Or you tell them, what are you doing on Monday night? Join, or on Thursday night. Right? We're having a corporate, we're doing our corporate expose. Don't say it's a webinar, please. We're doing our corporate presentation on that day. I would love for you to attend. At the end of it, call me back. Make sure everybody hears the entire story, guys, before you try to enroll them. Don't try to enroll them before they hear the entire story. So when that person that they give you their name is one wants to join, guess what you do? You call back that person that gave you their name, and then you tell them, remember a couple of weeks you gave me Jonathan's name, right? And they'll be like, yeah, Jonathan has seen this business opportunity that he's fired up, and I know he is going to make somebody a lot of money. Is that person going to be me, or is that person going to be you? Right? Because if you want to join, if you joined, I want to put her under you, because after all, you introduced that to me. So, but if you're not joining, no problem. If you're not interested, I understand. I'll just put them under me, but I know she's going to make me a lot of money. Guess what? Now this person will now start changing his mind, because the fear of loss is the number one motivator for human beings. Fear of People hate losing things. They hate losing out on things, because now this person is there thinking, wow, I introduced this person to him, and this person wants to sign up, and from what he's saying, this person is going to make a lot of money, and I know it's true because this person is entrepreneurially minded. I better join, so that if this person joins under me, all this money I'll make it too. You see what I did there? Psychology, fear of loss, people, fear of loss, fear of loss. So that is all you need to do for closing. I'm going to have this video, the replay, posted in the group tomorrow, so that you guys can watch it over and over and over and over again. I know it's 2 hours and 45 minutes, but you can skip the presentation part when you are rewatching and cut out 1 hour out of it. But this is how you enroll people. Once they say, yes, I'm ready to start, you must have the Emery bank account so that you can send it to them to make the payment. And then the sign up form link. I'm going to post all of these things tomorrow in the Facebook group, and then the Team Kairos registration side. Right? So that's it, guys. In our next class, we're going to talk about follow up. We'll talk about follow up. Okay? Bankolo Oguno is asking, if a referral joins Emery through my link and fills the Team Kairos form immediately under the business opportunity video, does the system automatically capture him as my downline? Yes, the system does. Yes, it does. So that's it, guys. I hope you got a lot of value out of today's training. I thought we were going to be done in 2 hours, or in 1 hour 30 minutes, but here we are, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Absolutely mind blowing, right? So thank you so much. I'm going to repost this video tomorrow. If you guys have any questions, let's use the next 5 minutes to answer. We have already taken a lot of time. We've been at this since 8 o'clock. All right. If there aren't any questions, I will close today's session, and we will see you on Monday again. All right, guys. So there are no questions. Thank you so much, every single one of you. for being here with me today. Basi, Njoku, Muero Adia, AJ Sam, Bankole Ogono, Oyekomi Michael, Usoro Omo, Okorocha Obinna, Muero Adia, Chukuma Odogu. These are the people that I can see their names in the chat box. So if I don't mention your name, please know that I truly appreciate that you are here, right? Kalista Chizoba, Clement Sajere, Gideon Iribobe, Purple Fortune, Darlington, Elendo, Anslem is here also, John Bosco is here, Ifanyo Munnakwe, Olu Chukunjoko, Oluwina, Folakemi Adekoya, Lady Babington, the Miss Winnie Akogo, Chigozie Njoko. I think I mentioned Chigozie earlier. Um, who else is here? Ape Ojodomo. Let's see. Okafor Kingsley, Ademo Temitope, Mr. Razak Jiri, Adetayo Babarinde, Blessing Adora is here also. Isabel, Emmanuel Eke. Okay. Rotimi Ayo, Madam Francisca Eze, Norum Victor, Bolaji Apuyi. All right. Let's see who else is here. Who else is here? Akinsola Ola, Blessing Adora, Darius Sunday, Usoro Omo. I think I've mentioned Usoro. Akanimo Boniface, Chidoze Zuchuku, um, Madam Sarah. Madam Sarah is here also. Husseini Aliu Kweifa. Bobbies is also here. Thank you so much, every single one of you, for being here today. Thank you so much. I truly, truly, truly appreciate all of you. Have a great night, and I will see you guys soon. I'll post in the Facebook group, and please reach out to me. Reach out to me. Write down your whys. Remember what I said at the beginning. Write down your whys. Share them with me if you feel compelled to do so, and I'll help you flesh it out, and we can talk some more about that. God bless you. Have a great evening, and have a great weekend also. Bye bye.